Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy Humble League 2 times from the week. Back in the video, man. From the week. Follow the Instagram at Humble League 2 times. Now, look, it's us for today's time. We're talking about signs you are entering a higher timeline. Now, look, for up today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High Angel for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show love, support. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive healing, and get positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleLeague2times. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Signs you are entering a higher timeline. Now look, right, what is a higher timeline, right? A timeline is where you are in a different energy, right? You're in a different energy field, right? So for an example of a different timeline would be like, let's use movies for an example, right? The Avengers universe is a different timeline compared to the DC universe, right? It's two different timelines, right? So signs that you know that you are entering higher timelines, you know, is that you are starting to be around people who are either already at the level of what you're going to get to, or they're doing something very similar to what you are pursuing at this moment. Another thing is too, how you know that you're entering a higher timeline is, bro. Excuse me. You're being more acceptance, right? You're starting to accept things more, right? You're starting to acknowledge your true self more. You're starting to tap in with your higher self more, right? You're being more honest with yourself. You're being more truthful with yourself. You're being more mature. You're being more independent. You're being more of the true essence of you. You're being more of the real version of yourself, right? So when you are working on yourself, when you are being consistent, when you are being positive, when you are thinking about the things that you want instead of the things that you don't want. Shout out to this guy. I heard him say this on TikTok. He was saying something like, don't think about what you don't want, think about what you do want. And that stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to God. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his name or nothing like that, but shout out to God. And that's so true, because when you start thinking about what you want instead of what you don't want, you start to change timeline. Your timeline starts to change. What I mean by your timeline starts to change is that your energy starts to change, because now you are shifting your consciousness, you're shifting your energy onto something totally else. You see what I'm saying, bro? So another way how to know that you are shifting timelines, you're shifting up to higher timelines in good positive ways, is you're starting to shed off from things, right? Now, what do I mean by this, bro? You're starting to shed off things that are no longer connecting with you. You're starting to naturally shed off from it. You see what I'm saying? People that you once used to talk to, you're not talking to them anymore. The vibe don't feel right, right? The conversations don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out, the jokes that y'all used to do, it don't feel right. It's because y'all are in different timelines, or about to go into different timelines, etc. Maybe so. You see what I'm saying? Because you could be bonding with somebody for a long time, but once y'all start to really get on different frequencies, bro, y'all can start to separate. You see what I'm saying? It can be a slow process, it can be a fast process, it can be a mix of both, etc., bro. So, you know, as you are shifting timelines and reaching higher versions of yourself, some people, you may shed off some people. And what I mean by this is that the connections that you had with these people, it may not resonate with the version of you now, so you may not be around them as much, or you may not be around them at all. You see what I'm saying, bro? And another thing is too, to know that you're shifting timelines, bro, and you're going up into your higher timelines, the higher forms of yourself, etc., bro, is that you are not resisting anymore. You are letting things flow. A lot of times we try to resist. A lot of times we try to hold on to things, to people. I've done that multiple times before, bro. You gotta just let it. Just stop trying to resist and just let everything just happen how it's gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? What I mean by that is that everything's happening how it's supposed to happen. So you stressing, that's not making the situation better, that's making the situation worse. You see what I'm saying? In reality, things is gonna go how they're according and planned out to go. Before you was even created and alive, your life was already planned out for you. You see what I'm saying? So you still create your life, but your life, things that are, what I'm saying is things that are meant for you, they have already been meant for you before you was even created. So you're gonna have to experience certain things in your life that you're meant to experience. You see what I'm saying? And another sign to know that you're shifting timelines, right, is that you're becoming more comfortable and you're starting to be yourself more often, right? You're starting to be yourself more. You're starting to do what you want to do instead of allowing other people's opinions to make you hesitate or to make you stop and make you think, and I don't know if I should do this. What if they don't want me doing this? Bro, what do you want to do? This is your life. What are you going to do with your life? You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, this is your life. You know what I'm saying? You have free will. You do as you please. You know, like, live for yourself. You know, stop living for other people. Live for you. You know, and what I mean by this is, I mean this in positive ways. What I mean by this is that live for yourself, bro. If you feel like leaving people behind is a better option for you, then that may be the better option. If you feel like being around certain people is going to help you in good, positive ways, then you may want to stay around these individuals. You see what I'm saying? So don't, like, you feel me? So the more you keep getting more comfortable and the more you keep being yourself, you're gonna naturally shift timelines. You see what I'm saying, bro? You're gonna naturally shift timelines. You're naturally gonna attract people and money to you, etc. Naturally, rather if you're trying to or not, because you are being your authentic self. You are being your real, true self. So how can you not shift timelines? Another thing is too, bro, is working on yourself. If you are working on yourself, how can you not change timelines, bro? See what I'm saying? How can you not change timelines? But you know why a lot of people, for an example, if you're big or, you know, you don't like your weight, whatever the case is, and you consistently work out and then you get the physique that you've been wanting, right? What happens? A lot of times, if not all the times, you shift timelines. You start to feel more confident. You start to want to look at yourself in the mirror more. You see what I'm saying, etc. Because you have now gotten the physique and the body that you've been wanting, right? You see what I'm saying, etc., bro. You feel me? And a lot of times, a lot of people will call themselves ugly and this and that, but in reality, bro, no, you're not ugly. It's just you have to change your timeline to become a better version of yourself. If you want to look better, you have to change your timeline, bro. What I mean by this is that you might have to go to the gym to change, to fix some things. You might have to start fasting to change some things. You might have to get on the diet to start changing some things, right? You might have to get away from people eating a whole bunch of junk food because now you might feel tempted to eat the junk food. You see what I'm saying, etc. So, you know, I don't recommend anybody saying anything negative to themselves or to anyone. You feel me? Because when you are saying something negative to yourself, you can manifest that. And not just that, it's not good. It's not a good thing to do at all. You know what I'm saying? So you're not ugly. Nobody's ugly. Now, there are things that you might want to work on. If that's the case, and you can work on those things. And if you are going to work on those things, I recommend you to do it in a natural way. You don't got to go get surgery, bro. You don't got to do none of that stuff, bro. You see what I'm saying, bro? It's natural things you can do that can help with your situation, bro, or whatever you're experiencing. I don't even want to use the word situation. You see what I'm saying, bro? But when you shift in timelines, bro, when you shift in energies, bro, you'll know. If you don't know already, eventually you'll know and like be like, okay, cool. I'm in a whole new different energy. Like, you got new people around you, you're dressing different, you're feeling different, you're glowing different. You're in the new timeline, you're in the new energy, you're in the new state, you're in the new energy of presence. You see what I'm saying, bro? So, etc. You see what I'm saying? But another sign too, right? To know that you have shifted timelines in good, positive ways, right? Is that the people around you are seeing the change in you, bro. You feel me? Like, they might be like, dang, you look different, or it's just something about your glow today. Your energy just feels different. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, like, or, you know, like people around you might say, oh, you got taller, or, oh, like, I see the physique, like it's coming in, or, you know, things like that. This is how the universe, this is a way, these are different ways how the universe is sending you signals and sending you messages, letting you know, hey, you have already shifted timelines, or you are in the process of shifting timelines. And to show you that you are, boom, we have people around you that are going to tell you that you, hey, you know, you're looking different, you know, your vibe feels different today, man. Have you been, man, your body looks great. Now you gotten taller, you look good, you look beautiful, you look handsome, etc. You see what I'm saying, bro? So, you know, and another thing too, to know that you shifting timelines, bro, is when your money's going up, right? Even like when your money's going up, you're definitely changing timelines. You feel me? Because you got to be in certain vibrations to even have money. You see what I'm saying? That's with anything in life. You got to be in certain vibrations or vibration to be tapped in with something, and that's just the facts. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of esoteric information that I tap into, I don't have to go read no book. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to go get on my phone at all. I can just simply go meditate or go for a walk or it'll just naturally just come to me. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of it is already in me. You see what I'm saying? Like, but you have to be on certain frequencies to tap into that. A lot of people, they feel like to get information, I gotta go to ChatGPT. I gotta go to Google. Yes, these are good resources to use, but the best Google, the best ChatGPT you're gonna find is within yourself. Even though you're not ChatGPT, even though you're not Google, I'm using that as an example. You see what I'm saying, bro? So, you know, and there's a lot of other ways too, but these are just a few signs on how, you know, your timeline shifting into a higher, better version of yourself. You see what I'm saying? You might look different. You definitely gonna feel different, you know, etc. Maybe so, and you know, it's imperative to not get cocky, bro. It's important to be confident. It's important to, you know, love yourself, understand yourself, overstand yourself. But I don't recommend getting cocky. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, when they start transforming into a better version of themselves, they get cocky and this and that. And when you get cocky, you can actually damage yourself and hurt yourself. And now you might go back into a version of yourself that you don't even want to be, etc. And just being cocky, that's negative, low vibrational energy. So now it's like you done did all this progress and now you backtracking. You see what I'm saying, bro? But look, man, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. I'll get y'all females on the next one, man. Peace.